Hello, good people. This is Tanya here, coming to you with my first video um, with my Microlocs. And the purpose of this video is for me to pretty much jump on the bandwagon and share my Microloc experience. I'm going to try to keep this video, my first video, very short and to the point and get to getting. So I've been a loose natural for about 11 years before I decided to lock up. One of the motivating factors of me locking up is that my two daughters, they're locked. Not micro-locked, but they have locks. And you're like, Mom, why would you come and journey with us? So I said, you know what? Let me really sit down and think about it. I thought about getting regular locks, similar to what they have. My one daughter has freestyle locked, and another one, she has a bricklayer pattern type lock situation going on. So when I finished doing my research, I made the final decision to go with either the sister locks or the micro locks. After visiting with several consultants, what I've learned is that sister locks is basically a trademark, whereas micro locks is pretty much you do whatever you want to do, and of course it's more cost effective. So the next battle was going back and forth between where should I go. For those of you who know me well, I do a little hair on the side. I'm no professional, but I braid. I had no problems with handling my hair when it was loose natural. So I was thinking maybe I can try to do it myself. But the issue was to make sure, this is a bead, was to make sure that I had somewhat of a uniform grid pattern. So my girl Kelly Kells, along with my youngest daughter and myself, we got together and we figured it out. Kelly, she's not a professional loctician. However, she is a perfectionist. So because both of us have know-how, we're not totally in the dark about hair care and patterns, because we both do knotless braids. We figured it out by watching other YouTube videos, and we established a grid pattern. And it started off with a braid, and for every braid she completed, I or my daughter would just twist it the rest of the way. So it took about 11 hours in total to install. We started it on July 31st, and we started pretty late in the evening. So we called it a night at about 9 o'clock, and it continued the next morning. And August 1st, all of my locks were finished. I had my first retie about 4 weeks ago. Again, I was trying to figure out, should I go to a professional and get a retie, or should I take my chances and do it on my own? I bought all types of tools from Etsy, look at videos. Kendra Kenshay, she's one of my favorites, and I've sat down and watched her with the mirrors, and other YouTubers I can't think of right now have the camera set up to the TV, and I'm pretty much a techie person, but I have to figure that out. But again, I wind up not going to a professional for the retie. My girl Kelly Kells and my daughter Jessie Jess and we figured it out. So Kelly Kell retied the back, Jess did some of the back, and I pretty much completed the front. So I'm a few more weeks away from another retie. And again, I'm going to enlist the help of my supportive circle to help me with the retie, especially in the back, to make sure that I hold on to the grid pattern for as long as I possibly can. I must say I have no regrets. It's easy, shaves a lot of time off of getting ready in the mornings to go to work, or running out during the weekends. I've started taking aqua aerobic classes, so There's no concerns about me drying my hair out, so to say, you know, just a little splash of water here and there. And I just get up and go. I just get up and go. So, do I miss my loose natural hair? I honestly must say no. I washed it about 2 hours ago. So this is why you see it looking all crazy with these flat twists on either side. So I have 3 on one side and 3 on the other. And tomorrow morning when I get up to go to work, it's just as simple as untying it, fluffing it. I let it fall where it may, and I keep it moving. In terms of shampooing, I was a big curl mixer before I decided to lock up. So I thought it was cost effective to continue using at least some of the product. I use the shampoo because their shampoo is clarifying. So being, like I said, I work out now, and I find that I sweat in my hair, in my head a whole lot more because of the working out, because of lifting weights. I could just sit in one place and all of a sudden start sweating. So the clarifying shampoo from Curl Mix is what I use on my locks. I do braid, I do band to make sure that I don't have any slippage or to minimize the slippage, and I keep it moving. In terms of slippage, I did have some slippage at the very beginning. During my most recent retie, almost the entire back row came out. So my daughter, she braided the back row all the way down. So instead of braiding and then twisting, she braided all the way down to the end to ensure that it doesn't come out. And so far, so good. In terms of the number of locks I have in my hair, I have a little over 350. When we were looking into how to install and how to measure and so on and so forth, making sure that things are symmetrical, I went with 1/4 inch parts. And I didn't think that 1/4 inch parts would yield so many locks, but it did. And I'm very satisfied with it. Don't get me wrong, I am very satisfied with it. And again, like I said, so far so good. Like I said, the purpose of this video was just to start with sharing my journey. I will include pictures at the end to show the stages of the installation, as well as styles that I've been wearing and how it looked after my first retie. And I also have a before. I shouldn't even say a before, a beginning, like the first day of my locks until the point of the retie. So I think that's all I have. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the chat. I am very much a novice at making YouTube videos. This is my first YouTube video in terms of talking about my micro locks. But again, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Until next time.